Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Ian.
Oh yeah, I hope you guys are having a happy Valentine's morning. Happy Monday, everyone. We're going to be coming at you live all day long on your Pilot TVs, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, all of your the YouTube live as well as Twitch. All of our channel names are MegaSota for you guys.
Yeah, make sure you guys are checking in on those streams. And if you're watching on one of those Pilot TVs, make sure you send in a photo to like our Facebook page or something. And we just got some brand new Pilot TVs installed at these locations: Elks Lodge Red Wing, Main Street Bar Hopkins, the Blacktop Bar and Grill, Dar's Pub, Corner Bar in Goodhue, Ambiance on Albion, Old 16, Shenanigans Cheer Chow, RJ's on 5th, as well as the Thirsty Beaver.
Absolutely. So definitely go check out some of those new locations that got those Pilot TVs. They're super cool, super fun, and there's a ton more locations getting them pretty soon. But we need to tell you guys about the jackpots we have online for you guys today because we have so many. Starting off with that Vikings bingo, 25-cent cards like always, $2,284 on the line. We gave out the jackpot this weekend, but it has already grown that high.
Yeah, and should be going out pretty quickly. As I mean, at 52 balls or less, it doesn't change the likelihood of it going out. So it's just as likely as when it was at $14,000 when we gave out that jackpot on Friday. And we'll talk about the winner of that jackpot. But we got some more jackpots to watch out for in just today, as we have a Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that has a minor that's primed and ready to go out really quickly into those 25-cent edition games. It's $115, and that means it's at 60 balls or less. As soon as it hits $150, it's going to be at 64 balls or less and should be going out in the first few games.
Absolutely. So be primed and ready right after that Vikings bingo. We'll dive right into that. But after those 25-cent card edition, we jump right into the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter that runs from 4 to 6. That minor is already on this watch list, even though it went out on the final game. It's starting as a clean slate, but it's a 52 ball count, and every $100 increment that increases by 4 balls for you guys.
Should be a really nice jackpot on that one, but the best jackpot of the entire day has to be the Skull Bingo that runs from 6 all the way till 10, because the coverall is sitting at $69,427, and you can win it in 50 balls or less.
That is ridiculous. I could have sworn that it was going to go out yesterday.
Oh, I mean, we've seen it go out in 30,000 before. We've never seen it get up to close to 70,000 now.
That is incredible. So definitely check out Skull Bingo. But if you guys didn't know, we gave out a smorgasbord of jackpots this past weekend. It was definitely a hot time to be playing some Pilot.
Yeah, it was, as Anananan got it started off over at Corky's Bar South Haven, winning $14,241 on that Vikings bingo jackpot that me and John were able to give out.
That is nicely done on that Friday lunchtime show. But we also had Vinny on Friday take home a huge jackpot over at Municipal Liquor Store Akeley of $712.
We also had Hey Rye MC over at Route 65 Pub and Grub take home $831 on a Jackpot Hunter minor.
Absolutely. We also had Jay over at Old Piper Inn in Blaine taking home $931 on Friday.
Jim over at Eagles Wantana took home $641.45.
You mean Willie won't go? Oh, you said Jim.
Yeah.
You skipped over
I
Willie.
accidentally completely jumped over him.
Well, Willie won't go over at Niçoise Legion. Got to take home $687 yesterday. No, on Friday. I'm sorry.
Waziznamo over at Bay Street Grill and Pub was able to take home a really nice jackpot. Tough name to say, but $933 going to your pocket. Doesn't matter if it's a tough name to say. You got some good cash.
Absolutely. It was, how did you pronounce it?
Waziznamo.
Beautiful. I just wanted to hear it again. But next up, we had Blue rounding off our Friday jackpots over at Shenanigans Cheer and Chow, taking home $696.
Yeah, then Saturday got started off as Mendoza over at Beck's Pub took home $6,639.
But it didn't stop there, as Money Please over at VFW Austin got to take home $715.
Then the largest jackpot of the weekend went out, and it was Jeremy over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, who took out $28,541 on that Jackpot Hunter major prize that we've been trying to give out all week long.
Yeah, that is very, very impressive. Nicely done. But this one, next jackpot, doesn't really dull in comparison. It's still a really great one. Going out to Wheezy over at Ditto's Bar, taking home $13,525.
Wow. KMNG over at Leo's Sports Bar was able to take home $713 on that Saturday as well, the final jackpot of that Saturday.
Absolutely. But on Sunday, we had Mel over at Ditto's Bar getting to take home $745.
Oh, yeah. Andrew over at Blasco's Embassy Bar was able to take home $654.
We also had Cruiser 7 over at Trail Stop Tavern taking home $823.
And then the final jackpot of the weekend. Finally, at the end of the 17 jackpots that went out during the weekend, we had Craig Jur over at LJ's taking home $1,060.
That is super, super impressive, guys.
Yeah,
I love that.
Both last 2 weekends, there's been so many jackpots go out. So good job to those weekend weekend pilot players for absolutely killing it.
But guess what?
What?
The jackpots don't stop there.
Oh, yeah, because we always give out a bunch in the E-Tab jackpots to a bunch of different locations. And so we like to highlight a very specific location and check out where they got their winnings from.
Absolutely. So we're going to be checking into Broadway Pizza Blaine, and they took home quite a few wins. That first one, someone was playing a little bit of Roaring 20s and got to take home $599.
They also had one in Go for Gold that was $599 as well.
Absolutely. But Persian Dream seems to be the luckiest of them all yesterday, as they took home a jackpot of $600, and they also got another one. Yeah,
that other jackpot was at $888. All 4 of those jackpots, really nice prizes, but those prizes grow up to $1,500, so you definitely want to check them out.
Oh, yeah, and one to check out is our newest one that we've released, as it is called Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
As you can see, someone got to take home an almost $600 jackpot just over this weekend, so it seems to be pretty lucky, so definitely check it out. You can guys time travel back to 1920s and play with smaller decks and standard decks and smaller prizes, or you can blast on over to 2020 and play with more volatile decks for higher prizes.
Oh yeah, really, really good stuff. And we know about volatile, as the weather over there in Minnesota has been all over the place all year long. And Cottage Grove, Minnesota, it's a cold one, as it's going to be today sunny to partly cloudy, high of 17 degrees, so it's going to be a pretty cold one. Winds light and variable, so you won't be getting that wind gust, but still a pretty cold day at 17 degrees with a 6% chance of snow.
Yeah, but it's going to be taking it into a low of 6 tonight, but it's going to be going like the winds are about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it will be a little bit breezy and a very, very chilly.
Yeah, should be a good day to be inside and play pilot games, and might as well stick around and stay just till 12 o'clock so that we get our Vikings bingo started off, and you guys can play all the way from 12 to 1 with a chance at taking home $2,284 in 52 balls or less, as well as earn some points towards the twiking zone.
Absolutely, and we've had a couple shakeups over this past weekend, as actually all of our ties have stayed solidified, surprisingly.
Yeah, there was... Oh, yes, there was one tie that got broken up in this standings, and that was SNS able to separate from Bobo, getting into that 8th place spot. They were tied up in 8th place, both with 46,000 points, but SNS able to clear that tie and get solely into 8th place.
Absolutely, but we still got big-time player Steve tied up with Simbob in 6th.
Oh, yeah, but I'm going to be watching out for these tight races, as Bryzo really closed that gap, closing in on Elsa, only 1,000 points separating him and Elsa, with 65,000 points for Bryzo, 66,000 points for Elsa.
Yep, and there's only 2,000 points separating our first and second players, as Loser Dave is sitting in first with 78,000, and Scrub Eye is in second with 76.
Oh yeah, but let's check out these location standings, as there were shakeups in there, as well as we had some big time ties stay put, actually.
Yeah, all
and
of them.
What I'm watching out for, I mean, you got let's go over some of these ties. We got Main Street Pub and Kimball tied up with VFW Blaine. They both have 52,000 points. We got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. Both.
That's a matchup I'm watching.
Yeah, both tied up with 75,000 points, but that's not even the highest up there tie, as Eagles Rochester and Corner Bar and Goodhue both have 82,000 points.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to be having to look out for all of these races. And so if you guys have specific locations that you guys want to get these points, make sure you guys are going out there at lunchtime and earning some points for them. It definitely helps them out in this twiking zone as it is so competitive.
And there was actually one switch up in these standings.
Yes.
And it's just the constant switch
Oh
up
my
that
gosh.
happens every other
day.
day. Every day they swap back and forth, and they just gain a few more points than each other. And that's because American Legion Fridley was able to move from third to second, bumping back our place in third once again. And we'll probably come in tomorrow with our place in third and second, and American Legion Fridley in third. It's just been so tight between those two locations.
That is so comical. They've just been switching and ruin for the past 4 days of changing the standings. But the thing that has stayed consistent is our number one location, as VFW Spring Lake Park is absolutely dominating right now. They have 227,000 points.
Oh yeah, but check out one of our favorite E-Tabs to listen to on the broadcast, and that's Diesel Freaks. It feels like a little Mad Max mixed with Roadrunner action.
Yeah.
Mixed with monsters. I mean, that it's a good time.
Probably the most interesting characters you'll see on one of our E-Tabs.
Exactly. So check out Diesel Freaks, but if that's not your style, we got 50 different Charitable E-Tab games.
Absolutely, and with that 85% payout in all of them, you're gonna love it. We have prizes up to $1,500 in there. We got all games having small bets between 50 cents and $5, bonus rounds and free play, and those extreme lounges that are being installed.
Yeah, very, very true. But let's hop into some more of our live bingo, as we got Jackpot Hunter 25 set edition that runs from 1 to 4, a mega jackpot of $25,000 you can win in 45 balls or less, a major jackpot of $2,163 that you can win in I think I got this wrong. That you can take home, and a minor jackpot of $115 that you can take in 60 balls or less.
Oh yeah, definitely come out to play. But right at 4 p.m., we jump right into Lucky 4 Bingo for you guys. $61,349 on the line if you take it home in those Lucky 4 numbers. But we also got mini jackpots as well as a bunch of other money on the line in that game, and it leads you right into those 23 games of the $1 Jackpot Hunter.
Yeah, and we got some good prizes there. As we got a mega of 100 grand, 44 balls or less, a major of $1,166, 48 balls or less, and then a minor that's going to be starting off at $0, but it's going to be going out during that 4 to 6 time, and it starts off at 52 balls or less, as it always does.
Absolutely. But as you guys play, you're earning points for the Jackpot Hunter standings, as things have been going crazy, as these all of our top 10 are competing to get into that 25,000 point club or higher.
Yeah, and some of those shakeups that happened in the Jackpot Hunter standing, actually, again, not many shakeups happening. Well, I did update these standings on Sunday, and so that's why there's not that many shakeups, is because it's only been 1 day of play since I updated. It's not like the normal full 3 day, like where I haven't updated since Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We updated it for Sunday, so there hasn't been a lot of shakeups, but there has been some closing in gaps, as Bull over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has to get on his horse, as Not Lucky is only 2,000 points behind him.
Absolutely, but I'm definitely looking out for this top race in first and second, as Cav has 56,000 and Bobo in first has 59. I definitely want to see what can happen there.
But with the players staying put, the location still went crazy, as there was ties that were split all over the place, as there was a 2-way tie in 9th place that got split up. It was Stillwater Bull in Oak Park Heights who ended up in 9th place, and then Billy's in Rockford, who shot from that 9th place tie into 8th place, passing up one of those locations that were actually in a 7th place tie.
Absolutely. It was the Deer Stand in Deerwood, who was in 7th, that got pushed back to 9th, but their counterpart that was in that tie with them, VFW Spring Lake Park, stayed steady in 7th.
Yeah, and we did have a newcomer to the 50,000 point club, as Shajank Boom Lounge at Grand Meadow, who was so close to it yesterday. I think they were at 46,000 points. We're able to get that little push to get the 50,000 points. They could get to that 50,000 point mark that they needed to be able to compete to be in our top 3.
Absolutely. Only 2,000 points behind Concordia Lanes in New Ulm, who's in 3rd. Can definitely swipe that away if they get enough play.
Yeah, but no locations close to the number 1 location, Corner Bar and Goodhue, who has 156,000 points.
Absolutely. They are dominating right now. They have almost over triple that second place location. Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl sitting steady in second right now. But definitely come out to play during our happy hour show, because if that Lucky 4 bingo doesn't go out at 4 p.m., you guys get another chance at 6. That's right, a $61,000 jackpot up for grabs twice today. Definitely come out and play.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And then that Skull Bingo at $1 a card. You could take home some huge prizes from 6 to 10 today, because there's no interruptions today. You got to cover all of $69,427. Huge at 50 balls or less. A large frame at $3,674. Still a amazing prize at 43 balls or less. And then that line prize, it's at $86, that you could take home in 10 balls or less.
Absolutely. But tomorrow kickstarts our PGL action of the week. MegaSota game night kicks off at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday for you guys. It's a ton of fun. We got tournament style games. We got a lot of money on the line, including that jackpot jungle coverall that still hasn't gone out, and it's already over $24,000 if you take it home in 54 balls or less.
Yeah, but after that, the next day we got our second and last PGL day of the week, and that's Wild Wednesday. That happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and it's me and you. We come for that Wednesday, and we try to give out as much PGL points as we can, as well as some really nice jackpots, like a jackpot jungle coverall 25-cent edition that you take home $9,166 if you win it in 52 balls or less.
Absolutely. But if you guys want to be earning those PGL points and coming out for those specialty nights, or even just want to be an avid Pilot player, go over to pgl.world and become a member of our league. Once you sign up, you get access to insider information, like a monthly newsletter, and a lot of great stuff, like we get to showcase you in a newcomer highlight.
Oh yeah, and those newcomers are Sark, Simony Bell, Tamara, Susie D, Sass 1969, Devin, Nikki, and Hotshot. And we actually have a few other players that got added on as well, if you want to head on over to the other script, because I don't want to miss out on those good players.
All right, let's take a little peeky.
Yeah, it is Big D67 as well as Sunshine.
All right, Sunshine, we could definitely use you around this parts. We're all getting a little sick of winter. But
oh, yeah, but time to move into our PGL standings.
Okay. Well, let's see what shakeups have happened. It's not okay. So the top of our standings have pretty much stayed the same, as Kick Your Arizona's in 10th, Big Dog in 9th, and Wet Santa in 8th. But that's when things start to shake up.
Yeah, as Nixon over at VFW Roseville got bumped back by a big-time riser, but it wasn't just Nixon who got bumped back. It was Forget You D as well, as Brizo shot up from 6th place all the way to 4th place, passing up those two big-time players.
Yeah, now right on the heels of Big Pimpin', who's in 3rd. But they have quite a bit of points to separate them right now.
Exactly, but we'll see in the next two PGL nights, Tuesday and Wednesday, to see if they can catch up to it. And their real goal is to catch up to this #1 player, who is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post, who has 616,000 points.
Yeah, they have over 100,000 points separating them from that second place spot. It's going to take a little bit of a push if they want to snag it, but it's definitely doable, especially if Bam Bam takes a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, and like 30,000 points goes out in like one PGL game. So it's really 100,000 points you can make up pretty quickly.
All right, but on the location side of things, there has been quite a few shakeups, to say the least, as all of our locations are in the 1 million point club or higher.
Oh, yeah, and then a not ranked location shot up from unranked to 9th place, and that was Billy's Rockford, who has now 1,097,000 points, killing it over there, bumping back Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter and a few other locations out of the standings.
Absolutely, but we had another location jumping in from outside. Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa took 7th, pushing back Beck's Pub and Becker to 8th.
Yeah, really good movement from them, but a big tie got split up as VFW Austin shot up in these standings from 8th place. VFW Austin went to 6th place. Then also from 8th place into 5th place, we got VFW Northfield getting a huge rise as well.
Just staying a little bit of ahead of them. So, guys, they don't have much separating them, so things could definitely shake up quickly. But we had a tie getting broken up as Atomic Star Tavern jumped into 3rd, and American Legion Cleveland was pushed back to 4th.
Oh, yeah, but Neeson's Gaylord closing in on that 2 million point club wasn't able to do so in the last matchup. We'll see if they can do it on Tuesday.
All right, but if you guys want to stay in the know about everything Pilot, go over to our Facebook page and give us a follow and a like. You'll be able to stay in the know about all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, all of our big progressives on the line, and those amazing player pictures you send in.
You can also find a link tree that has links to bar locations, other socials, as well as our charity spotlight, which this week is American Legion Post 567 St. Michael. The Legion is proud to have served the following organizations: Hanover Food Shelter, schools, churches, youth programs, Legion Baseball, Vets programs, scholarships, youth programs, Special Olympics, Courage Center, STMA high school sports, American Cancer Society, Sea Devil Swim Club, Veterans on the Lake grad parties, Hanover Honeybees, St. Michael's Foundation, Business Professionals of America, Boy/Girl Scouts, DARE, St. Michael's Historic Society, and many more.
Well, if that doesn't speak for itself, that is an amazing charity, and a great way to support it is the Location Corner Bar, who is #1 in our Jackpot Hunter standings right now.
Yeah, so definitely a great location that's helping us out, but make sure you guys stick around 10 minutes after that, playing some Vikings bingo, and while you're waiting for that, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Have a good one.
$133,195 points in second place. We got Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake. First place, though, it's Neeson's Gaylord with 1,609,995 points.
Wow, that is a lot of points, but if you want to rival these players and locations, make sure you guys come out on all of our specialty nights, and make sure you guys sign up at pgl.world.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Our new Jackpot Hunter rules. We've been giving out so many jackpots each and every day on our happy hour shows, and players that have been coming out each and every day have been killing it in these top 10.
Oh yeah, and all those minors going out definitely show in these point totals, because in 10th place we started off with 20,000 points. Kimmy over at St. Patrick's Tavern. 9th place, it's Crazy Kid over at the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 23,000 points. 8th place, 2A Girl, the first player in that 25,000 point club with exactly 25,000 points, playing at the Bar Hastings. In 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 26,000 points. With 27,000 points, in 6th place, we have Elsa over in Titan Sports Saloon, and the 1,000 point just ahead of each other keeps on going, because in 5th place, we have Brother Nat over at the Chart House with 28,000 points. With 30,000 points in 4th place, we got Bowl over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. With 39,000 points in 3rd place, we got Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 2nd place, it's Kev over at the Deer Stand with 55,000 points. And then that #1 player, Bobo, over at Two Brothers Bar and Grill with 57,000 points.
Oh yeah, it's awesome to see how big these point totals have gotten this early on in the season. But, you know, as these players are getting these points, they're accumulating for these locations, because in this top 10, it's crazy.
It's ties on ties on ties. I mean,
yes.
That's what it is. I think there's, 3 different big-time ties in this location standings.
Yep, starting off with one in 9th place, we have Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville, tied up with Country Lounge in St. Paul, both of those locations with 30,000 points. But in 8th place, we have Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 32,000. Jumping into yet another tie, in 6th place, we have Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow and Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, both of those locations with 33,000 points. But in 4th place, we have yet another tie between the Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion and the Deer Stand in Deerwood, both of those locations with 36,000 points. But in 3rd place,
I was about to say, at least our top 3 don't have any ties in them.
I know. They have been holding strong. In 3rd place, we have Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 46,000. In 2nd place, we have Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 52,000. And our number 1 location right now is Corner Bar Goodhue with 137,000 points.
Yeah, and if you guys want to be helping out your location or your own standings in these Jackpot Hunter standings, come out from 4 to 6, earn some good cash prizes as well as Jackpot Hunter points. There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
Hey guys, and we are getting into some Vikings bingo, but we're in the Cup of Joe studio, so we're gonna have to have Scotty beam us up. It's been a while since I've had Scotty do the good old beaming for me.
Yeah.
But we'll be there in just a second.
Yeah, Scotty's got to figure everything out real quick.
Yeah, he's got things going on. He's a busy man, you know.
Oh yeah.
But wow, I'm struggling for this. Okay, here we are. We are now in the Vikings studio, and we got just 10 seconds before we get enrolled. And we are streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both of those.
Oh yeah, and we just had Pilot TVs that were just installed at some new locations, including Elks Lodge Red Wing, Main Street Bar Hopkins, the Blacktop Bar and Grill, Dar's Pub, Corner Bar Goodhue, Ambience and Albion, Old 16, Shenanigans Cheer and Chow, RJ's on 5th, and Thirsty Beaver.
Yeah, definitely some great locations getting those Pilot TVs. But we had a bunch of locations get some jackpots going out to them because we gave out a total of 17 jackpots over the weekend, making our week total to 27 jackpots for the week. 102 for season 11 already.
Yeah, I heard when we were updating how many we had for the weekend, it was just a crazy amount. But we do have a couple winners taking home this line prize. We have Tat over at American Legion and Miss TJ over American Legion Fridley. Tat's over at American Legion Zimmerman, and they're both taking home that $5 line prize.
Yeah, good job to both those players right there. Tat was actually last weekend's largest jackpot winner, but I don't know if he even makes top 3 in these jackpots, as there was so many good jackpots that went out. Getting us started off, we had a Nananan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, who took home $14,241 on this game that we're playing right here.
Wow. We also had Vinny over at Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley taking home $712 on that same day.
Yeah, what's great about Vinny is my Big John. You know Big John.
Yeah.
So when I was a child, he used to do performances for the youth church program that I had. And he would be one of those guys that put on skits like in front of him. And he always played this consistent character, Vinny.
Okay.
And Vinny was like, "Hey, I'm Vinny." He was like a Rocky Balboa type.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. I only remember one where he jumps into like a chemical filled pool and he turns into the Hulk and he came out all green, and it was a really funny skit. But yeah, Vinny lives on through my memories in Vinny over at Municipal Liquor Store Akeley taking home $712. But we also had Tehei Rai MC over at Route 65 Pub and Grub take home $831.
Wow. And then there was Jay over at Old Piper Inn in Blaine taking home $931.
Then Willie Won't Go over at Nisswa Legion took home $687.
Wow. We also had Jim over at Eagles Awatana taking home $641.
Oh, then we had Wazizanamo over at Bay Street Grill and Pub take home $933.
Yeah, but we have a winner taking home this large M. It's Simone over at the Fat Pheasant in Wyndham taking home $5. Good job.
Yeah, I feel like I don't eat a lot of pheasant, but if I was going to order some, I would have to go over to like the Fat Pheasant.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It would be some good. They probably have some really good pheasant there. We do got a winner.
Yeah, we got a couple of winners splitting up this Must Go prize. We have Scoop over at McPeter Sports Bar and Grill, Big Lake, and GTZ over at the Mini and St. Joseph's. splitting that $8 must-go prize. Good job.
Yeah, good job to all those players in this game number 1 of Vikings Bingo. We're going to get enrolled into game number 2, but we had some really good the last jackpot that went out Friday was another really good jackpot. It went out to Blue over at Shenanigans Sheer and Chow, who took home $696.
Yeah, and kicking off for Saturday, we had a Medusa. Very interesting spelling of it over at Beck's Pub, taking home $6,639.
Yeah, Medusa.
Medusa.
We also had Money Please over at VFW Austin take home $715. But then we had the largest jackpot go out.
Yeah.
And you were really upset about it because you were trying to give it out for like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
We weren't able to give it out. And then the very next day, they gave it out, that major jackpot in the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter.
Yeah, we had Jeremy over at Friends Bar and Restaurant. He took home $28,541.
A really, really good jackpot on that one.
Because, you know, couldn't wait till Monday.
No, couldn't. He was impatient,
Tuesday,
okay?
yeah.
He was
For my
impatient,
next one,
okay?
yeah.
We also had Wheezy over at Ditto's Bar and Grill take home $13,525, as well as KMNG over at Leo's Sports Bar and Grill, who took home $713 on that Saturday.
Yeah, and kicking off for Sunday, we had Mel over at Ditto's Bar, who took home $745.
Then Andrew over at Blasco's Embassy Bar took home $654.
And then to tail it off, we had Cruiser 7 over at Trail Stop Tavern taking home $823. And Craig Dura over at LJ's taking home $1,060.
Yeah, good job to all of those players taking home some huge cash prizes. And now we're done with all the winners. But we're not quite done yet with all the winners because we have ETAB jackpot winners, and we're checking in with Broadway Pizza and Blaine as they had 4 ETAB jackpots go out. But that's not the only ETAB jackpots that went out during the day because we give out thousands to a bunch of different locations, and these are just one of the highlighted locations that won quite a few.
Oh, yeah. Just 4. We had Roaring 20s. They were able to take home $599.
Mm-hmm. They had the same prize actually go out in Go for Gold as well.
Yeah, and then they also had 2 more prizes in the same game. First time, Persian Dreams, they took home $600, and the other time they took home $888.
Yeah,
Wow.
Looked like Persian Dreams was lucky for Broadway Pizza and Blaine getting those jackpots, but the first ETAB jackpot that they got out yesterday was in Roaring 20s, which is actually our brand new ETAB game that just came out in 2022, and that is a great ETAB game because you can time travel to 1920, use standard decks with smaller prizes with a higher chance at winning those smaller prizes, or blast on over to 2020, play with more volatile decks, but you have a higher chance at large prizes.
Oh, yeah, and we actually did post like a little video of it on our Facebook
Oh, yeah,
page
that video
early.
promo is super cool,
Yeah.
and you can see a bunch of the little neat details that come with that game.
Oh, yeah, so if you want to search up Pilot Games, you can look us up and give us a like and follow. You just search up Pilot Games, you'll see our logo. That way you see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more.
Yeah, you can also click on the website link on Facebook, which is our link tree, which has links to bar locations, other socials, and more there as well. You can also find on our social media our weekly bingo schedule, which has a bunch of great jackpots that always have a great list of jackpots on it.
Oh, yeah, but we have a winner. We have Simone over at the Fat Pheasant in Wyndham taking home that $6 line prize. Good job.
Oh, yeah, but what do we get started off right to start off the day? It's a Cup of Joe with Jordy. That goes from 11:30 all the way to 11:50, giving you a little 10-minute warm-up to this Vikings bingo.
Oh, yeah, and you can see the prizes of that Viking bingo. We play it from 12 to 1 every day.
Yeah, I mean, $2,351, a really nice prize that just keeps on growing each and every game. And hopefully we can give it out earlier than the last one. The last one I felt like it grew for too long. It went all the way up to 14 grand.
Yeah.
Like I like the $2,000 mark jackpots.
It's nice.
It's a nice jackpot.
It's nice to take home a little like $2,500 somewhere around there. Yeah.
But after that, you get another shot at some even bigger jackpots as you have the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter that runs from 1 to 4. You got a mega jackpot at $25,000, 45 balls or less, a major of $2,163, as well as a minor prize, which is really highlighted, that is at $115 that you can win in 60 balls or less coming into the very first game.
Oh, that should be going out really quickly. But right after that, we have our Lucky 4 bingo. It's going to be the first round of it where you get that chance to get that $61,349.
Yeah, and you get another shot at that at 6 o'clock. And in between there, you get 23 games of Jackpot Hunter that has a mega jackpot of 100 grand, 44 balls or less, a major jackpot of $1,166, 48 balls or less, and a minor prize that's starting out at $0. But it should be going out pretty quickly as it starts out at 52 balls or less.
But we do have a winner. We have Simone over at the Fat Pheasant in Wyndham trying to get a hat trick, taking home that $6 large M.
Well, I think the hat trick has already been achieved between the first 2 games. We'll see if she can get the hat trick in this single game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be sick.
One game. And she's 1 ball away. Right here. Wait. Maybe she split it. I would count that. But we do have Luia over at Mill Creek Inn in Buffalo, and we have Pig over at American Legion Fridley splitting that $9 Musco prize.
Yeah, good job to all of those players right there. But as I was talking about our happy hours, it actually ends off with that Lucky 4 bingo at 6 o'clock where you get that second shot at $61,000. But that's not even the largest jackpot on the line today.
Oh, no, because we have Skull Bingo and the $1 cards. That's going to be coming from 6 to 10 with that coverall sitting at $69,425. They can take home in 50 balls or less.
I mean, close to 70 grand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Should be a really fun time playing that Skull Bingo.
Especially because you have 4 hours uninterrupted of it tonight.
Exactly, and you're going to want to do it tonight because the next 2 nights, they're going to be interrupted, and you're not going to get that full 6 to 10 chance. But the large frame's even looking good for today as it's at $3,674. That line prize is primed and ready. It goes out all the time, and it's at $86.
Oh, wow. But those interruptions we were talking about starts on Tuesday with our MegaSota game night at 6:40. We play all those really fun PGL games that you guys love, all those really nice tournament games, and with that end of that Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale, and this one's going to be the $1 edition, where there's $24,092. They can take home in 54 balls or less.
That is a really, really nice prize. And you can also take home some really nice prizes on Wild Wednesday. That happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. We just added some more PGL action on those Wild Wednesdays. So even more PGL points going out during those nights, as well as a Jackpot Jungle 25-cent edition coverall that's sitting at $9,166 to cap off that Wild Wednesday that you can win in 52 balls or less.
Wow.
But we do have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 3 of Vikings Bingo. So continue to get enrolled and press play as we go over these national days.
Oh, yeah. Kicking off, we have National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. Chocolate lovers rejoice as February 14th is National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. On the same day, approximately 58 million pounds of chocolate will be purchased. Much of it will be in the heart-shaped boxes filled with bite-sized chocolates with ooey-gooey centers. Quite a few of these cream-filled goodies will be exchanged and shared on Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, cream-filled chocolates are so tasty.
Oh, yeah. Those little, those like assortment boxes.
Oh, I never get them, but whenever I do.
Yeah, whenever I have gotten them, I'm like,
oh, my goodness. So
like the
tasty.
ones that have like especially the double layer ones.
Oh,
like
if they have a second one?
Yeah. The second I pull off that paper and I see the other one, I'm like,
good
nice
stuff. Or have you ever like had it where you thought it was a single layer and you thought you had checked or something and then you like finish off that first layer of stuff and you're like, okay, time to throw it away, and you like mess around and you're like, wait, there's a whole nother side to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've had that happen before as well, which was absolutely awesome. But National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day, definitely celebrate on this lovely Valentine's Day. And that's what day it is. Another national day it is. It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day began as St. Valentine's Day, a liturgical celebration of one or more early Christian saints named Valentinus. February 14th first became associated with romantic love during the High Middle Ages as the tradition of courtly love was then flourishing. During the 18th century, England, this day developed into an association in which lovers express their love for each other by presenting flowers, offering confections, and sending Valentine cards.
wow. Nice. Yeah.
Always loved Valentine's Day in like school.
In like elementary school, it was great because everyone had like that little bag and everyone would just toss them in. Or
exactly,
something.
Everyone got a Valentine, so
Yeah.
it was basically like another Halloween for you, where you just got
yeah.
like a bunch of candy.
And yeah, sometimes you would get some better ones, you know.
Exactly.
It was like, oh, nice. But we have a couple winners taking home this line prize. We have Scoop over at McPeter's Sports Bar and Grill and Lisa over at Maynard's Restaurant Rogers splitting that $5 line prize. Good job.
Yeah, now we're working this $5 large M as we are still got our eye out on that $2,377 coverall prize.
Oh, yeah. And we have another national day. It's National Ferris Wheel Day. February 14th is the annual observance of National Ferris Wheel Day. The holiday honors the birth of George Washington Gale Ferris Jr. Wow, what a name.
Oh.
The man who invented the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, good old Ferris wheels. They're awesome. I mean, have you ever been stuck on the top of a Ferris wheel?
I have been stuck on one, but also, do you remember that time that we got off of one and we lost our friend who was on it?
And he just kept on going? Like,
he either, like, yeah, and we looked around, like, the whole, like, area for him.
Yes.
And just couldn't find him. And it just turns out that he's just been, like, sitting on this Ferris wheel for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I do remember that happening. That was a very, very confusing time, especially because we were like, everyone left and everyone kept on going. Then we were like, where did Ali go?
Yeah, we're like,
I have no idea. Like, but it was a lot of fun. We do have a large M going out to Loser Dave as well as 10GA and GTZ. All splitting that $5 large M. Good job to those players. If we clicked over on that coverall prize to an $8 must-go coverall. But I love a good Ferris wheel.
Yeah, Ferris wheels are so much fun.
That's one of my
The larger ones are
great.
great.
The huge ones are sick.
Yeah.
We do have a winner on the coverall.
Yeah, we got GTZ over at the Mini in St. Joseph taking home that $8 must-go prize. Good job.
Yeah, getting a double win in this one because he also split that $5 large M.
Oh,
but we got one more national day to head into, and this one's a little bit more serious, but it's a good one to remember as it's National Organ Donor Day, observed each year on February 14th. National Organ Donor Day, also known as National Organ Donor. It's National Donor Day, also known as National Organ Donor Day, aims to increase awareness about organ donation and the lives it saves. In the United States, more than 120,000 people are waiting for a life-saving organ donation.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just super important.
Oh, yeah, it's very, like, I signed up for it when I did, like, my license and all that.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just like, what am I going to use them for?
Like, what do I, like, yeah, exactly. That's what I think as well. Like, if I can help someone else out, like,
I'm going to do it.
Like, I can't help myself out. Like,
like, ain't help me.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing for me besides sitting in the ground. Like,
it's like having like a nice like graphics card and a dead computer.
Yeah, it's like I get to live on.
Yeah.
Partly.
Yeah. Like those videos of like people like seeing like their daughter's heartbeat in like someone else's like chest or something. Like someone's like traveling across the country to do that.
Really?
That's like that stuff has always been like really cool to me.
Wow.
Like, wow.
Yeah. No, it's super cool stuff. And so if you feel like it is your cup of tea, definitely sign up for it. National Organ Donor Day is today. But we got a little bit of Twins stuff to talk about as we did team up with the Minnesota Twins to create a great E-Tab game. Twins win. Play wherever you play Pilot games. It's super fun. Home Run Derby bonus round. Pick a lucky batter. If you pick the right one, you'll win Grand Slam prizes.
Wow.
But we do have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game of Vikings Bingo, which is earning you points towards the Twiking zone. And so might as well just hop right into this.
Oh, yeah, kicking off on the player side of things. In 10th place, we have Rodway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine at 42,000 points. In 9th place, previously in 8th, he was in a tie with SNS, but no longer. It's Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue at 46,000 points.
Okay.
In 8th place, holding their spot, we got SNS over at Chanticleer Pizza Coon Rapids at 51,000 points. In 6th place, in a tie with Sinbob, we have Steve over at our place on 3rd, and Sinbob's over at Corky's Bar Southaven. They're both at 52,000 points. In 5th place, we have Yo-Yo over at Halfway's Bar at 63,000 points. In 4th place, we have Bryzo over at Atomic Star Tavern at 65,000 points. At 66,000 points, at a narrow lead in front of Bryzo, we have Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley at 76,000 points. And with only a 2,000 point lead, we have 1st place loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar at 78,000 points.
Yeah, but Scrub Eye really close behind him.
Yeah.
Only needs 2,000 points to be able to catch up to loser Dave. We'll see who
but
can
we
come out.
have seen loser Dave get some wins today.
Exactly.
So
He's always on top of it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he always is accumulating those points. And so I don't see Scrub Eye catching up to him, but we'll see if it can happen, as Scrub Eye only needs a few wins to close that gap. But the location standings, there is some really close races as well. As in 10th place, we have a two-way tie between VFW Blaine and Main Street Pub in Kimball. They both have 52,000 points. With 55,000 points in 9th place, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. 7th place, we have a two-way tie between some top locations, Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. They both have 75,000 points. Well, let's not move on from the ties too quickly, as in 5th place, we have another two-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Corner Bar in Goodhue, who have 82,000 points. 4th place, the singular, only one in 4th place.
Wow,
we got
not a tie.
We got Corky's Bar South Haven with 96,000 points.
That was a twist.
3rd place, the flip-flop locations. I mean, third and second, they've just been going back and forth at it, and they flip every single day. It's our place in 3rd and Faribault right now in 3rd place with 118,000 points, getting passed up by American Legion Fridley, who has 119,000 points.
But we have a couple winners. We have Ioga over at Valley Inn and Rich Tesla over at Rumors Bar and Grill, splitting that $4 line prize. Good job.
Yeah, but that number one location in the Twiking zone is VFW Spring Lake Park with 227,000 points.
Oh yeah, but as we can see, we have both Sinbob, Scrub Eye, Brizo. A lot of
yeah, big time players out there. A lot of our top 10 players trying to earn those Twiking zone points, as well as maybe taking home a $2,000 jackpot on that coverall. But we are always giving out close to this kind of jackpot. I mean, $1,500 in our E-tabs, and we're listening to a really great E-tab right now.
Oh yeah, we're listening to some Diesel Freaks. It's got all these really fun characters in it, kind of like a Mad Max thing going on.
That's what I
really like it.
Like, I was like Mad Max, Roadrunner, and
like if you remember those, do you remember like the Mighty Beans? The little like beans that you could like flick and they like bobble around.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they kind of look like the characters that are on the Mighty Beans.
They do. They have. It's one of the most unique character designs that we have in all of our games. So definitely check out Diesel Freaks or check out the 50 different Charitable E-Tab games. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds along with that as well. But we have a large M.
Oh yeah, we have Dave over at American Legion Fridley taking home that $4 large M. Good job.
Yeah.
But on another side of things, past our E-tabs, we also have our PGL side of things. You can sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. PGL players compete for points, and they have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of really great information in it. And you become part of our member spotlight. And if you accumulate points quick enough, you can get onto our PGL top 10 player list.
Exactly. Before I talk about those players that just got signed up at PGL.World, we got Player over at Beer Stewed Inver Grove Heights taking home that $6 coverall prize. And that new player PGL member spotlight, it's sitting with Susie D, Sass 1969, Devin, Nikki, Hotshot, Big D 67, and Sunshine.
Nice.
Good old Sunshine. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd love a good, the long blonde hair of Sunshine.
Yeah.
Is that Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah, Sunshine. Yeah, that's yeah, because he came from California.
Yes.
That's Remember the Titans.
Yeah, there's so many football movies in my brain. Yeah, it's 100%.
I love Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Yeah, love. So really, really great movies. Oh, Friday Night Lights.
Classic.
Really good one. One of my favorite, even though it's not my favorite sport, Coach Carter is a really good basketball movie.
That is a good one.
Another
very another football movie that I love a lot. Radio.
Oh,
classic.
See, I watched it too young. I
see.
watched it really young. It made me really uncomfortable as a kid because I didn't really understand the concepts.
Didn't know what was going on. I watched it really young too, but for some reason I don't know.
Yeah. I think I just watched it too young where I didn't understand what was really going on and stuff like that, and it felt more just like it was just really hard to watch as a child, and so I didn't watch it. One of my other ones, I mean, Rudy. You always got to go with a good Rudy. A Mark Wahlberg special, Invincible.
Oh yeah,
super good.
That was a
great one. We just had his love interest in that movie's birthday. I think last week.
Oh yeah. What was her name?
Why am I okay? Now we're gonna have to figure it out because
this
you
is
know
gonna be stuck in my head if I don't.
Invincible, and it was Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
That's who it was. Yeah, she did a really good job playing that Philly bartender.
Yeah.
In that movie. But super, super fun stuff. But let's hop into our PGL standings as we figured out who plays in Invincible. We got 1 minute to get enrolled in this next game of Vikings Bingo. Oh. Yeah, Ben was saying the exact same thing. As a kid, we watched it too early and didn't really understand it, and we just felt horrible for radio and just hated it. Like it was hard.
Yeah, it was hard to watch as a kid because I was just like, I just hated how they treated him the whole movie. And I was just like, the entire time, I'm just like, as a kid, I'm just like, why doesn't he do something about this? But obviously, as I grew up, like,
yeah, you
I
understand it more. You can get more of the concepts of it, and now it's a really good movie. But I still have a slight where my childhood was like,
yeah,
you know, I don't even know how to describe the feeling of like when you feel it for yourself, but like you're watching it on the screen and you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't watch this.
Yeah. But on the player side of things for the PGL standings, in 10th place, we have Kicker Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill at 345,000 points. In 9th place, we have Big Dog over at Rustic Spoon at 347,000 points. In 8th place, we have Let's Stand over at Duffy's Bar and Grill at 356,000 points. 7th place, we got Sarah Honey over at Eagles Austin at 383,000 points. In 6th place, previously in 5th, getting pushed back a bit, we have Nixon over at VFW Roseville taking home $388,000. What was that? We have 6th place, previously in 5th, Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 388,000 points. Sorry. That would have been a little crazy. In 5th place, previously in 4th, we have Forget You D over at VFW Austin at 409,000 points. In 4th place, previously in 6th, making a good jump forward, we have Bryce over at Atomic Star Tavern at 417,000 points. In 3rd place, we have Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi of Gilbert at 457,000 points.
We have a line prize going out to Evil. No, it's Eve 1706 over at BJ's Bar and Grill, taking home over in Highland Township, taking home $3 on that line prize. Now we're working on a $3 large M as a bunch of players are 6 balls away.
Oh, yeah. But in 2nd place, we have Keith over at Billy's Roxford at 503,000 points. And in 1st place, we have Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post at 616,000 points.
Yeah, really good point total for Bam Bam. But, I mean, huge rise for Bryzo. Able to get in that race. I mean, not only shot up from 6th place into that 4th place spot, but also got himself right in the race of it between him and Big Pimpin', which is only around 40,000 points behind right now.
Yeah.
So should be able to be making up. Could make that up in one PGL night, but we'll see as tomorrow is the first PGL night of the week. But our location standings got a little bit more shaken up than our player standings. As in 10th place, getting bumped back from 8th place, we got Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,096,000 points. With 1,097,000 points, we got in 9th place, moving from unranked to 9th place, Billy's Rockford, who had a big rise in not just these standings, but also in, I think, our Toiki zone as well.
Yeah, but we have Red over at American Legion Fridley and Trapped here over at Trapper's Pub in Grub, splitting up that $3 large M. Good job.
It makes me feel a little bit better about Trapped here. I was like, oh, yeah, it's Trapper's Pub in Grub. I'm like, okay, they're good.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, we got a $5 coverall that we're going after. We'll see if Trapped here can take it home, who is 2 balls away. As I keep on going through these locations, 8th place, getting bumped back from 7th. We got Beck's Pub and Becker with 1,121,000 points. 7th place, moving from unranked to 7th place, we got Leo Sports Bar and Mazeppa with 1,130,000 points. With 1,131,000 points in 6th place, we got VFW Austin, who shot up from 8th place.
Wow. But we have a couple people taking home this coverall. We have Evil 706 and Player splitting that $5 coverall. Good job.
Yeah, good job to both of those players as we get enrolled into game number 6 of this broadcast. But the number 5 location in these standings, moving from 8th to 5th place, we got VFW Northfield with 1,279,000 points. With 1,338,000 points in 4th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 3rd place, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 1,380,000 points. Really killing that, killing it in this top 3. But that number 2 location is is Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 1,649,000 points. And then the number 1 locations, Neeson's Gaylord, closing in on the 2 million point club with 1,947,000 points.
Wow. Maybe they'll hit the 2 million point club.
You think they'll do it tomorrow? I think they'll do it tomorrow. I think when we come in on Wednesday, they'll be in that 2 million point club.
I really had thought that they might be able to do it on Sunday, depending on how busy bars were going to be on Super Bowl.
Just wasn't quite able to do it. There's a few locations that got huge play. Some of the other big-time locations, you saw them, they didn't show up at all for this play. And so, like, it was a mixed bag of who had some top-tier play going for them. But we have a little bit of wild news as we are 29, 11, and 3, which is really nice. And we're trying to head towards that 30 win mark, which would be really good for this season.
Yeah, that would be great. But we had Kevin Fiala and Frederick Goodrew each had a goal and an assist for the Minnesota Wild, who held on for a 3-2 victory over Carolina after consecutive goals by the Hurricane star Andriy Svenchov. Tightened the game in the third period on Saturday night.
Yeah, Kirill Kaprizov also scored, and Cam Talbot had 37 saves for the Wild, who are 10-1-1 in their last 12 games. Talbot has won 4 straight starts with a total of 5 goals allowed.
That's crazy.
So he's averaging less than a goal and a half on him per game.
Yeah, it looks like Talbot said that it just continues to grow our confidence to know that we can hang in there with one of the best teams in the league and come out on top. He said that they were relentless all over the ice.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to get with the Canes. I mean, they are a really, really good team. Have won like 32 games already in this season. And so the fact that we were able to get the win on that one, and not only just get the win, but also move us up in our division to the number 2 spot was a huge movement for us.
Oh, yeah, because that's where the Hurricanes were.
Yeah, no, the Hurricanes are still number 1, but we were able to move,
yeah, because I forgot who was in number 2.
Yeah, you can look that up.
Yeah, they jumped.
Real quick, as I talk about the game that's going to be happen on Wednesday, as we got the Wild taking on the Red Wings Monday night tonight at 7 p.m. Should be a really good game. And you find yourself the NHL hockey standings. Sweet. See, yeah, there we are.
Yeah, wow.
Able to pass up the Nashville Predators and get into that number 2 spot and have played a significant less games than the Nashville Predators. Than the Nashville Predators have.
Yeah, they have. That's crazy.
Yeah, wow, I think it's 5 less games than the Nashville Predators. So the fact that they're ahead of them looks really, really good on roster as long as we keep on getting the wins.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a line prize going out to Trapped here over at Trapper's Pub and Grub, taking home $4 on that line prize.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Trapped here. But we have the Pilot Games has teamed up with the Minnesota Wild. Play Let's Go Wild at your favorite Minnesota bar. Maybe wish the Wild a little bit of luck.
Exactly. A really, really fun bonus round as well because it's the slap shot bonus round. And I've never been good at the slap shot, but maybe some of you guys in Minnesota, since it is the state of hockey, are good at the slap shot bonus round.
I forgot. You guys aren't very
yes, I talked about this literally this morning about how me and my family, we're hand-eye coordinated. We are not
hand-stick coordinated.
Hand-stick coordinated, which I don't know how that works, but we aren't. And so hockey, not our skill set. But we do have a little bit of a fishing report to hop into, and we're getting over to Leech Lake, which doesn't have an abnormal amount of leeches. And this was done on February 10th, 2022. Ben would appreciate that I said that because he was very, very curious about like how many leeches are in Leech Lake and like why would you name your lake Leech Lake? Like that's a scary to swim in lake.
Yeah, it's like a shark ocean.
Yeah, but there's it's just a normal lake, I guess. So hopefully, if there is a shark ocean, it's just a normal ocean. No, there's definitely an abundance of sharks if there's a shark. If there's an ocean named Shark Ocean.
Oh yeah, at that point, it's definitely
like it's that you can't do an animal that dangerous and name it after that. Like
no, that's not funny.
Yeah, like Alligator Creek.
Yeah.
Like there's alligators in that creek. We got a large M going out to T-Mob Turbo over at Howie's Corner Bar, taking home $4 on that large M. Now we're working on a $6 coverall prize.
Crocodile Creek.
Yes, good old crocodile. Okay, well, let's head over to Leech Lake because Leech Lake is open for ice fishing. Spoon jigs and minnow heads are working great for walleye and perch. Almost all depths are good right now as well.
Ooh, but we have a winner. We have Rich Tesla over at Rumors Bar and Grill taking home that $6 coverall. Good job.
Yeah, now we're getting rolled into game number 7. But there have been reports of good spearing and a lot of pike action on tip-ups. I've always wanted to see some spearfish, and so that would be really cool if spearing's doing really good. We got the DNR reports that the lake looks good, so they have some really good year classes coming up through the Lake of the Perch and Walleye. There have been a change in limits for crappies and sunfish since last winter, so keep that in mind if you're chasing the big ones this winter.
And if you're chasing the big ones, you're obviously going to be getting a picture, just like if you get a big jackpot. So just a reminder that when you are playing pilot games, share those pictures with us. We love to see get the picture and see your guys' faces. If you want a jackpot, hold your iPad up and let us see your happy face holding the jackpot message. Send us a picture of you playing with your friends or even just like your favorite bartender. You can share your picture with us on Facebook or by emailing them to us over at jackpots@pilotgames.com. And you can just put them on any of the social medias and put the hashtag PilotGames.
Exactly. It's that easy. And let's check out who is in our player spotlight right now, and it's from last weekend. Good old Whitty taking home a $4,000 jackpot. It's a really nice jackpot, and hopefully we can get another one up there pretty soon, as you guys have been great in sending those player picks in lately, and hopefully we can be showing those all over on the broadcast really quickly. But we got a little Vikings news as we are playing Vikings bingo, as the Los Angeles Rams passing game coordinator / tight end coach Wes Phillips remains a strong candidate to become the Vikings offensive coordinators on a source said Sunday. A source last week told the Pioneer Press that Phillips was a possibility for the job. He is close to the Rams offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell, who will be named Minnesota's head coach this week after the Rams defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20 Sunday in Super Bowl. That was a really fun Super Bowl, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
The source said last week that Phillips also could be a candidate to replace O'Connell with the Rams as the offensive coordinator.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so either way, it sounds like he's going to be getting an offensive coordinator gig, but we'll see if it can be with us or with them.
Yeah, ESPN.com reported Sunday that Phillips is expected to be Minnesota's offensive coordinator or passing game coordinator under O'Connell. A source said Sunday, though, that nothing has been decided for offensive coordinator, and there will be interviews this week.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see who we pick up as that offensive coordinator, someone to really work with O'Connell to build a really good offense, because I think O'Connell already has that genius offensive mind, and then you add in another guy to give that second look over, and I think a guy he's worked with already.
And really just recently built another team.
Yeah, built a championship-level team with, built a championship-level offense with, and that's with the passing game coordinator Phillips. And so O'Connell-Phillips seems like a perfect match made in heaven for offensive coordinator-head coach combo, and I think it would work out really nice for us.
I think it would definitely be a combo that they're looking into pretty extensively.
Yeah, and plus having that kind of communication already with a coach and being able to have that communicative relationship, just heading straight into the building would be huge for getting them going.
Less like cogging the gears. You
Exactly.
know? Like when you're already going on to a new team, like they already have a new general manager. You're gonna have a new offensive coordinator and a new head coach. So like obviously the least you can, like the most you can limit when it comes to like friction and everything else, the better.
Exactly. And I think we've done a great job in that and getting guys that have worked with Kirk Cousins and worked in really good offenses before. But we have a line prize going out to loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park, winning a $4 line prize.
Oh, yeah. Good job, loser Dave.
And even I think O'Connell has worked with our GM before as well.
Yeah.
So really helping us out with the whole communication side of things. I feel like they already know each other. They already have that rapport with each other, which can really help out a team.
And it seems like that's what they're going for, is someone like people who are really already set with the communication and everything.
Yeah,
That's not something they want to be worrying about.
Yeah, and I think they want to be young. They want to be communicative. They want everything to be running through everybody. Like it feels like it's a very team driven mentality that they're having here in Minnesota right now. And so if you want to support our Minnesota Vikings, play the great game Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the Skull bonus and win big prizes if you do so.
Oh yeah.
But we do have another standings to hop into, and these are our Jackpot Hunter standings, as these are what you guys are going to be earning points for when we hop into our happy hours from 4 to 6.
Oh yeah, and kicking off on the player side of things, in 10th place, we have Kimmy over at Nisla Legion at 23,000 points. Just short of the 25,000 point club, but everyone else is at least in there.
Yeah, I think maybe tomorrow, maybe the next few days, we'll have all 10 in that 25,000 point club.
Oh, yeah. But in 9th place, we have 2A Girl at Mauer Brothers Liquor at 26,000 points. In 8th place, we have Goddess over at Mainline Bar and Grill at 27,000 points. In 7th place, we have Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon over at 28,000 points. In 6th place, we have Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 at 29,000 points.
We do have a large going out to T-Mod Turbo over at Cowie's Corner Bar, taking home $4 on that large M, as we also are working on a $7 must-go cover-all prize. We'll see if T-Mob Turbo can take this one ball away, but we got Rio Speedwagon out there as well.
Yeah, we got Ario
Speedwagon.
Yeah, but we got Bowies and Sinbob, Split and GTZ, all splitting that $7 coverall. Good job.
Yeah, and now
Ario Speedwagon.
Yeah, really good stuff right there. All those winners in this game number 7. We're getting into game number 8 as we keep on going through these Jackpot Hunter player standings.
Oh yeah, but shortly above Crazy Kid, who is in 6th place at 29,000 points, we have 5th place Brother Nat at CW's Bar and Grill at 30,000 points. Only a 1,000-point lead. But in 4th place, we have Not Lucky of a Corner Bar Good Hue at 41,000 points with an 11,000-point lead. In 3rd place, we have Bull over at Corner Bar Good Hue at 43,000 points. 2nd place is Kev over at the Deer Stand at 56,000 points. And in 1st place, we have Bobo at Corner Bar Good Hue with only 3,000 points ahead of Kev at 59,000 points.
Wow, good job, Bobo, holding on to that number 1 spot. But Kev right on the heels of Bobo, not making anyone comfortable. But in our location standings, in 10th place, getting bumped back from 9th, we got Stillwater Bull in Oak Park Heights with 36,000 points. With 37,000 points, getting bumped back from 7th place into 9th place, we got the Deer Stand in Deerwood. The first riser, moving from 9th to 8th, we got Billy's Rockford, who moved up not only in these standings, but also in the PGL standings with 38,000 points. 7th place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 39,000 points. With 42,000 points in 6th place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 5th place, we got Duff's Tavern on Main and Vermilion with 43,000 points. 4th place is Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow with 50,000 points. With 52,000 points in 3rd place, we got Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. Then with 58,000 points in 2nd place, we got Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl and Day Inn. And then that number 1 location, which isn't letting anyone get close to them, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 156,000 points.
Wow. That is crazy.
But we do just have 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 7 or game number 8?
It looks like it's going to be game number
7 or 8. I don't know.
No, because Rich Tesla did not win this last game.
Oh, okay. So we're getting enrolled into game number 8 right now. Obviously, Ben's still typing out all those ties that we had in that final game. And so that's what's taking a little bit for us to get that. But we do have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this as we talk about the celebrity birthdays.
Oh, yeah. Kicking off, born in 1818, we have Frederick Douglass, African-American abolitionist, lecturer, and editor, who was an escaped slave. His exact birth year is unknown. Yeah. So the 1818, was a little bit of a guess. So
it's a rough estimation
because the paperwork wasn't really kept.
Exactly. So I mean, happy birthday, Frederick Douglass. We'd love to celebrate your birthday today, as you did some really great things during your time. Born in 1935, we got Mickey Wright, an American golfer who had 13 major titles and 82 LPGA Tour wins.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, really impressive golfer.
Oh, yeah. But born in 1948, we have Raymond Joseph Teller. He is Teller in the American magician duo Penn and Teller.
Yeah, Penn and Teller.
They do some crazy tricks.
I haven't seen. I'm not super familiar with Penn and Teller. I just knew that they were super famous for it.
Yeah, they do a lot of stage magic.
Wow, that's super cool. Yeah, illusionist, writer, actor, painter, film director. Wow, they do a lot of different stuff. But yeah, really, really good magicians. And actually, I've seen Penn. He now does where he judges
talents.
A talent show.
Yeah.
It's a magician talent show, which is really cool.
Ooh, but we have Katie over at Riverside Inn, Holly taking home that $5 line prize. Good job, Katie.
Yeah, next, born in 1970, we got Simon Pegg, in English, comedians and actor. He's done so many works like Shaun of the Dead. Also was in Mission Impossible, as well as many more.
Oh yeah, he was one of my favorites in Hot Fuzz. He was in so many great movies. World's End.
Yeah, really.
That one's a really good one.
Yeah, Paul. I always remember him for as the tech guy in the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah,
like he did such a good job as the tech guy in those movies.
Was. Have you seen
Who does he voice in Buck?
Oh, Buck is the weasel with the eye patch in Ice Age.
Oh, he voices the weasel with the eye patch in Ice Age. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So also a really good voice actor as well. Happy birthday, Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah. But born in 1972, we have Rob Thomas, American singer. He was in Matchbox 20. They were pretty good. They had a couple songs that I was pretty fond of when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a winner. We have Ioga over at Valley Inn taking home that $5 large M. He did end up going on his own.
Oh, yeah. He's a multi-instrumental, best known for being the lead singer of the rock band Matchbox 20. He also recorded and performed as a solo artist with Lovely No More, released in 2005, becoming the biggest solo chart success. Wow.
Yeah, I remember Lonely No More.
That
was like the only thing I remember of him releasing on his own. But we do have a player over at Beer Stoop in Grove Heights taking home that $8 coverall. Good job.
Yeah, and born in 1992, we got Freddie Highmore, English actor, and he played in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He played Augustus Rush.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
what does he play in The Good Doctor?
I'm not sure. I would like to see, because I only know him as Augustus Rush, and like I would like to see what was he. Oh, okay.
No, he actually grown up to be the main character.
Okay.
He was so different as a kid.
That makes sense. Okay, he's also in Bates Motel.
Yeah.
And Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yeah.
And so many other things. I completely forgot that this is I thought.
He's a voice in Big Hero 6?
August Rush was a really good show that I remember. Do you remember the Arthur movies?
Yeah, I didn't really watch them though.
Yeah,
I remember the trailers coming out.
I remember
and being uninterested.
I remember they were really
sadly.
big, but I wasn't quite too into them.
I was by then like you were 11 and I was 10, so like it's just that wasn't. Oh, and he played as Astro Boy in the 2009 movie version.
That's cool. Well, happy birthday, Freddie Highmore. I didn't realize who he was, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I was thinking of Augustus Gloop.
No, and then August Rush ended up being another movie show he was in.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, happy.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about Augustus Gloop, so I was like, Augustus Rush. I was like, huh?
Yeah, and so then that's where I got confused, but it was August Rush.
Yeah.
And The Good Doctor he was all in. So really, really impressive actor for how young of a guy he is.
Yeah, a lot of voice acting roles too, which you don't really see until someone's typically older.
Yeah, usually it's because they've aged out of like their looks being like good on camera, and like they now move to voice acting. But like
except for like Mark Hamill, who has been doing both like phenomenally for
or
years.
or it's the other way where they're too attractive at some points, and that's why they do such a good job at voice acting.
Yeah.
And you don't realize
it takes away from it.
and it removes them from the character that they have to play in themselves.
Yeah.
Like you'll see the who's the guy that plays Rocket?
Oh,
in
Bradley
Marvel?
Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. He's like one of those actors that
Yeah.
like he plays Bradley Cooper in most of his.
Or man, Vin Diesel is playing Groot.
I still
Amazing.
I still think it's hilarious that he plays Groot. And let me tell you what, one of their best castings was a complete risk, and casting Batista as
Drax.
Yeah.
Was definitely I thought it was a really good choice.
I thought it worked out perfectly. Like he worked really well for Drax.
People were a little skeptical of it at first, but it definitely ended up being a great choice.
Yeah, well, let's move on to some more Minnesota stuff, as we got some Timberwolves news, with which they are 30-27 on this season. And Anthony Edwards celebrated a milestone Sunday by scoring 37 points and leading the Minnesota Timberwolves to a 129-120 victory over the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Edwards, he became the fourth youngest player in NBA history to reach the 2,500 point mark when he made his first basket of the game. The second-year forward is 20 years old, 192 days old, which is crazy. Can't even drink yet, and he's put up 2,500 points in the NBA. The only players to be younger than him: LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker.
How old were they? 19 or something? 18?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, LeBron James, he came out straight out of high school.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring threats we've ever seen come into the NBA. Yeah. And then Devin Booker was super young when he came in, and which helped him out a lot.
But we have Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with taking home that $6 line prize. Good job. Trying to hold his, trying to jump up in the ranks a little bit.
Oh, yeah, really, really good stuff. But, I mean, super impressed by Edwards being able to put up the points that he can with how young he is already. Just instant scorer in the NBA. And hopefully he can just figure out that consistency. That's what we're looking for, I think, out of him now, is that he can finally become that guy that he never scores under 20 points in a game.
Yeah.
Like, once you can get to that level, I feel like you get to that star level. And Karl Anthony Towns has been there for a while, where you always expect him to get over 20 points a game. Anthony Edwards needs to get to that as well, where he's averaging, I think, over 20 points a game. But I think he just needs to be there consistently, never getting under that mark.
All right.
Ben checked in talking about the
did he?
Penn and Teller show, because I was talking about Penn judging those guys, and it's magicians who are trying to fool them with their acts. And then they pick them apart and they tell them how it's done.
Yeah, because Penn, they'll actually be like, they'll figure it out, and like
it's super impressive how because they know all the tricks to the trade, that they can pick out.
They've been doing this for years,
and they know instantly like what happens with it, and they're like, you made this one mistake which really costed you the whole trick.
It's like, you slightly let this card go a millimeter this way, and we were able to see it.
Exactly. No, they are geniuses when it comes to magic.
Oh yeah, but we have Herb over at Bears Den Sports Bar, taking home that $6 large M. Good job.
Yeah, now we're working on this $9 coverall prizes. We had GTZ and T-Mob Turbo, both one ball away. We'll see which one of these players can take it home. Oh, we got Ario. Oh, and look at that. It's Ario Speedwagon over at Carboni's Pizza, Northfield, taking home that $9 coverall prize.
Good job.
Oh, always good to have Ario Speedwagon around.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But we got some Twiking Zone standings to happen to as we get into this final game. Oh, it's actually an 8-season show by Penn and Teller called Fool Us.
Yeah, it started in 2011. That's crazy. That's still going on.
Yeah, I keep on getting distracted. Okay, Twiking Zone, top 5. In 5th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. 4th place, Brizo at Atomic Star Tavern. 3rd place, Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. 2nd place, Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, we got Loser Dave.
And on the location side of things, we have Corner Bar Good Hue in 5th place. At 4th place, we have Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, we have Our Place on 3rd and Fairbow. 2nd place, we have American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park in Spring Lake Park.
Oh, yeah, but our best Minnesota fun facts is in 2015, the Minnesota State Fair logged in 1,779,738 visitors, enough to fill the new Viking Stadium more than 24 times.
Wow, that is crazy.
I know, I want to go to their state fair really bad.
That sounds awesome.
Like, you wait till we get to the state fair, because then we start doing, like, spotlights in the state fair, and it's really fun, like, all the different food vendors that they have, and there's some of the most unique food vendors you'll ever see in a state fair.
I mean, if I'll be able to cover that, I might be in Minnesota.
Yeah, just flying out, like being like, hey, I need a week off, and then next thing we see is like you in a player pick with another player, and we're like, you're in Minnesota right
like
now,
one
Will?
of those like bucket o' fries or something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely a fun fact there, and Minnesota State Fair is just a really good time. Let's hop into the top 5 of these Jackpot Hunter standings, because in 5th place we got Brother Nat over at CW's Bar and Grill. In 4th place we got Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 3rd place, we got Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 2nd place, it's Kev over at the Deer Stand. And then that number 1 player, it's Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue as well. Corner Bar in Goodhue just holds all the top players.
Oh, yeah. In 5th place, we have Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion. 4th place is Shajankaboom Lounge in Grand Meadow. 3rd place is going to be Concordia Lane's New Ulm. 2nd place is going to be Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. And who you were just talking about with all those best players, who'd have thunk, we have in 1st place Corner Bar Goodhue in Goodhue.
Yeah, the only location in the 150,000 point club that has been killing it so far in this season. We'll see if they can continue to kill it, as they just absolutely are blowing last season's totals out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
As last season in our Jackpot Hunter standings, Corner Bar and Goodhue, who won it, had 182,000 points.
Wow, at the end of the season?
The very end of a 6-month season, they had 182,000 points. They are right now at less than 30,000 points behind their total score of last season.
And how long do we even have? Like, we're not even. Are we even halfway?
No, we're not. We are halfway through the 2nd month.
Well, so Corner Bar Goodhue is going to be in.
Yeah, they're going to be setting records this season. That's what it looks like.
500,000 point club.
But we do have balls dropping in the final game of Vikings Bingo, and we got a day in history. On Valentine's Day, 1990, 3.7 billion miles away from the sun, the Voyage 1 spacecraft takes a photograph of Earth. The picture, known as Pale Blue Dot, depicts our planet as a nearly indiscriminable speck, roughly the size of a pixel.
That is crazy. Think about how technology has advanced since then.
Yeah.
Have you seen
And 3.7 billion miles away from the sun is actually pretty close.
Yeah. That is pretty
close.
close.
People don't actually realize how close that actually is, to the sun.
Stupid close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a line prize going out to Sin Bob at Corky's Bar South Haven, as well as T-Mob Turbo over at Howie's Corner Bar.
Oh, yeah. Good job. But, yeah, the way technology's advanced, to now, think about it, just last year, 2 years ago, Elon Musk launched a car into space.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah,
it's interesting. The whole space travel is very interesting, and I wonder...
relatively close.
Yeah, I don't know what Ben's talking about. Okay, but we got a charity spotlight to go over, as we got the American Legion Post 567 in St. Michael. The Legion is proud to have served the following organizations. There's a lot of them. We got Hanover Food Shelter, schools, churches, youth program, Legion Baseball, Vets program, scholarships, youth sports, Special Olympics, Courage Center, STMA High School Sports, American Cancer Society, Sea Devil Swim Club, Veterans on the Lake, grad parties, Hanover Honeybees, St. Michael's Foundation, Business Professionals of America, Boy and Girl Scouts, DARE, as well as the St. Michael Historical Society.
And many more.
Yeah, and many more.
Okay, so if there's a charity that helps the greater good of humanity in any type of way, American Legion Post 567 has probably donated to them.
Yeah,
so
really, really good stuff. We do have a large M going out to Sim Bob over at Corky's Bar South Haven, and we clicked over on the coverall to a $12 must-go coverall. So head over to Corner Bar in Goodhue. They're the number one, Corner Bar, number one location in the Jackpot Hunter standings, and a supporter of this great charity.
Oh, relatively close to the sun. That's a super long distance away, but if you look at the size of the universe, then no, it's microscopic.
Yes, yeah. Like if you're talking about distance between like us and the sun and everything like that, like it becomes a lot less of a detail. We got $12 Musco going out to Fancy 2 or Fancy 11 over at Trappers Pub and Grub in Albany, taking home the final prize of this game.
Oh yeah, good job.
But you guys are getting enrolled in some Jackpot Hunter where you got a 60 ball or less minor jackpot. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled for that. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Take care.
Last.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
guys, and one of the best parts of our job is giving out jackpots, and we've been able to give out a lot over the last few days. 22 for the rolling week, 76 jackpots for season 11 already.
That is amazing to see, but starting them off, we had Tap over at J&H Liquor on Friday, taking home $7,623.
Yeah, the largest of 13 jackpots that went out this weekend. The next one that went out was Sarah Honey over at Eagles Austin, who took home $656.
That's right. We also had EDB over at Pete's Inn, who took home $659.
Then Kimber over at the Boxcar Bar took home $1,124.
That's right. And we had Sugar on rounding off Friday's jackpots over at VFW Austin, taking home $1,259.
But Saturday was a lot of jackpots too, as Dex over at Concordia Lanes got us started off with $723.
That's right. And we also had Tao Kelly over at Mad Cow, taking home $1,083.
Whitty over at Blasco's Embassy Bar was able to take home $4,128 and got a great player pick from her as well.
Oh, yes. We also had Davey over at Bobby Joe's, who took home $704.
Aaron V over at the 63 Club won $654 to get our Sunday started off correct.
That's right, but we also had Sealco over at Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley, who took home $925.
We also had the third over at Blasco's Embassy Bar take home $1,188.
And rounding off all those jackpots, we had New ID over at the 507, who took home $1,508.
Well, make sure you guys come out for all of our live bingo, winning great jackpots, but as well, remembering when you play Pilot games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we love Vikings bingo. It's actually some of our favorite bingo that we have available.
Absolutely.
But it all gets points towards the Twiking zone, and those standings have been absolutely crazy in this season 11.
Absolutely. And so jumping right into the players in 10th, coming from outside, we had S&S over at Gino's Bar and Grill with 35,000 points. 9th place, we had Pooba at Muddy Cow Oak Park Heights with 38,000 points. In 8th place, we have Rodway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000. 6th place, we have a tie between Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven and Steve at Our Place on 3rd, both with 49,000 points. But in 5th, we've got Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 57,000. 4th place, it was Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 62,000. Just in front of him with 63,000. In 3rd place, it's Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern. 2nd place, though, it's Scrubeye at VFW Blaine, right in front of those players with 64,000. But our number one player right now is Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park, sitting pretty with 76,000 points.
That's some crazy points for those players, and we also have some crazy points for these locations. In 10th place, it's VFW Blaine with 48,000 points. With 52,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. 8th place, we got Eagles Rochester with 60,000 points. Just 3,000 points ahead of them with 63,000 points. In 7th place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. 6th place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 70,000 points. With 71,000 points in 5th place, we have Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. 4th place, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 73,000 points. With 94,000 points in 3rd place, we have American Legion Fridley. Now let's get into that 100,000 point club, because in 2nd place, we have Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 106,000 points. And then that number 1 location in the 200,000 point club, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 210,000 points.
That is incredible. So if you guys want to be earning those points towards the Twiking zone, make sure you guys come out and play that Vikings bingo from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and one of our favorite bingo nights is MegaSota game night, as well as a Wild Wednesday, what we got right back here, the Ice Studio, and it's where you can earn all sorts of PGL points that help towards your PGL standings.
Oh yeah, and this season has definitely started with a bang, especially in these player side, as we start off in 10th place with Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 285,855 points. In 9th place, we have Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. In 8th place, we know him, we love him. It's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. But in 7th place, we have longtime player Sarah Honey at VFW Austin sitting with 320.